Hello my loves, it's your girl Danae Randine, and today I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be a review slash makeup tutorial using solely Colourpop Cosmetics products. Recently, Colourpop came out with their no filter concealers. They also came out with their pressed powder highlights and their pressed powder bronzers. So I purchased one of each of those products, and I'm going to go ahead and do a review slash full face using those products. And when I say full face, I mean with the exception of a foundation and with the exception of a brow powder or brow pencil. So here is the no filter concealer, the infamous no filter concealer, and I got the shade Deep Tan number 55. One of the things that I noticed right off the bat is the beautiful packaging. It's a very minimalist package. I've noticed that that's been quite in recently with some cosmetics companies, minimalist packaging. We saw Kim Kardashian do that recently as well with her line, and it's a beautiful nudie pink packaging. You see the stripes on the side. It's like a nudie pink as well as white, and when you open it, let's see. Okay, so here is the actual concealer itself. It has a white top, silver rim, and of course the clear bottle so that you're able to see the product, which I do appreciate. The next thing that I picked up is a highlighter because God knows I love to be glowed up on a regular basis. So this is the highlighter packaging. Same thing as the no filter concealer. And I got the shade Freak Like Me. So here it is. It is really beautiful. The color pop and the silver detail. And then you see it marked pressed powder. And then there are little stars. Let's see. Ooh, pretty. Yes, this highlight looks gorgeous. Oh wow, it's gorgeous. And the packaging for the pressed powder highlight as well as the pressed powder bronzer are the same. So both of them are marked pressed powder face, and then on the back of the packaging it says both highlighter and bronzer. The only way that you're able to tell the difference between the two is on the very tops of the packaging where it tells you the name of the item. So let me open the pressed powder bronzer. Okay, so this contour powder, I could already tell it doesn't really look my shade, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it and review it, and hopefully it works for the best, because like I said, it's very difficult to just look at an item in its package and judge whether it's gonna work for your skin tone, because sometimes things do absorb with your skin and it looks more natural. It just really depends. But without further ado, we're gonna get started first with the no filter concealer. So I zoomed in so you all can see me a little bit better, and we're going to start by applying the no filter concealer and then just go on with the normal routine. So bronzer, highlight, and go from there. So one of the things that a lot of people remarked upon and Colourpop even emphasized a lot was this applicator. So the applicator is nice and wide, and a lot of people have described it as giving a smoother application and allowing it to be more efficient in applying the under eye highlighter or wherever it is that you conceal. So let's see how it performs. So the first thing that I notice is the creaminess of the concealer. That feels really awesome. What I'm realizing right away though is that this concealer is a little bit too close to my skin tone, so I probably would have needed a lighter shade, because typically for under eye concealer you'll need about 2 shades lighter than your normal color. And this applicator is great for ensuring the precision of your application, so I do like that thus far. Okay, so let me take my faux blender and start to blend that out. Wow. Okay, Colourpop, come through. I don't know if you're able to tell, but look at how smooth that application is. It's giving you like my skin but better type vibes. It's gorgeous. Like, it just blends in seamlessly. And I'm not just saying that. Look at how it just blended in nicely. Wow. Oh my goodness. Colourpop. And this is only $6. $6 for a no filter concealer. But let's keep on going. So, other side. Kind of blend down a bit with it. Same thing, just blends out seamlessly into the skin. And my forehead. It really just blends out seamlessly. I am shook by that. So what I'm gonna do now is apply my normal set-in powder over it to see if it gets blotchy or anything, because sometimes I've noticed that some concealers are a little too thick, that when you apply the powder, it doesn't allow you to sweep it off as easily and bake. So let me see. And this is my normal routine, so I'm going to try it just like I would on a normal day and put on my Sacha Buttercup on top of all of the concealed areas. While I'm allowing this to sit for a few minutes and bake as I normally would, I'm going to go ahead and apply my contour and see how that applies. So here it is once more. This is the contour. I got the shade Rodeo Drive. So Rodeo Drive looks as though it would be a little too dark for my skin tone, but like I said before, it's about how it performs on its own. I could always identify another shade, but we're looking to see how well it blends out. And who knows, it just might work for my skin tone. So let's see. Huh. That's actually not bad. Not bad at all. If it looks a little bit harsh, that's because I haven't blended it out onto my jawline. And this is my normal routine. I contour, meanwhile I'm allowing the bake to bake. And then I do my forehead. Let me zoom out so you all can see me do my forehead. It's actually a beautiful shade. It's beautiful. It doesn't look as reddish on my skin tone as it does in the package. So in the packaging, it looks as though it would be too red, like it has too much of a red undertone, but on, it's perfect. Okay, and I know it looks harsh, but that's what blending is for. So I'm gonna take a larger face brush to blend that out. That looks really beautiful, actually. That looks really nice. It blended out nicely. And you want to try to get your contour as close to your hairline as possible so you don't see a demarcation between your hairline and then where the contour stops. So I like to blend that out as much as possible so you don't get that line. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Blend that out as much as possible. You don't want harsh lines on your nose. Go in and sweep off the powder. Not bad, Colourpop, not bad at all. But look at my face. That's with the contour. No filter concealer has been applied. I've already blended it out. It looks really good. The only problem that I'm having thus far, which is like a personal problem, is the color of the packaging. So if you look, I already have my makeup fingerprints on this, and this tends to happen with white packaging. It's beautiful, it's sleek, but it's just very difficult to maintain its color, especially if you use it on a regular basis. If I have this in my purse or in my makeup bag with other makeup, the likelihood of it remaining white is very slim. So that's always going to be a problem with white packaging. It's beautiful, but it's just difficult to maintain. Secondly, when I go to pick up the powder, there's a lot of fallout. It may not be any more than usual, but it just seems like a decent amount. Like when you do it, I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but when you sweep it, you can see the excess product falling out. So I understand it's a pressed powder, but that's something that I noticed, that there's a bit of fallout when you go to sweep your brush, which can be normal with some products, but I just wanted to note that for you all. So this isn't a full face, but I wanted to show you the no filter concealer, the contour powder, and I'm going to take a Colourpop Cosmetics blush, and after I use my blush, I'm going to show you the highlight. So the blush that I'm going to be using is Bordeaux, and Bordeaux is one of their very few blushes. It is gorgeous. It is a super shock cheek color. And in order to use these colors, these blush colors, or any super shock item, Colourpop recommends that you use a synthetic brush. Okay, so now that I've applied my blush, I'm gonna try their new pressed powder highlight. So the shade that I got for the pressed powder highlight is called Freak Like Me. Freak Like Me. Yes, you heard that correctly. Okay, Colourpop. Let's see how it performs. One of the things that I noticed right off the bat is that this one doesn't have excess fallout. So as I'm rubbing this, I don't see fallout coming from this highlighter. Let's go ahead and see how it performs. Oh, look at God. Look at the Lord. Oh, the glow up is real. This is a beautiful. You know what? I'm extra. Why am I pretending like I don't use a lot of highlight? That is how much highlight I typically like to use. Look at that. One more time. Take that in. Gorgeous highlight. Wow. Okay, this is so pretty. A little bit more. Whenever I get a new highlighter, basically, this is how I test its ability to perform. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put a little on my chin. Yes, this is what I normally do. Some on the bridge of my nose. and then I put some on my forehead. And don't worry, I blend that out. And I'm gonna blend out that highlight that I have on my chin, blend it out on my forehead, and blend it out on my nose. Okay, Colourpop. Colourpop, much like Beyonce said, I didn't come to play with you. Okay. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, I'm obsessed. It's beautiful. Okay, so price point. We already know that Colourpop is very affordable. So the Colourpop No Filter Concealer is $6. Yes, $6 for that flawless application of a concealer. Then the pressed powder highlights are $8, and the pressed powder bronzers are also $8. So not bad for you to be able to complete a contour, a highlight, as well as a concealer. So that's it price-wise. Thank you all. Bye-bye now.